Welcome back, Hot Rod Rodney 25 here with another mountain update. As you can see, I added more ground cover, and I'm sorry about the shadow. Let me see if I can adjust my light a little better. There we go. That's a little better. As you can see, we got a shadow over here. Let me see if I can get the light. I added more water to the little runoff stream, little spring that runs down there. There's the puddle of water there, and when I poured the water and left it flow down the mountain, it took some dirt, which is fine, into the water, and when it didn't level, it ran down that one and made that puddle. And I made sure this was sealed underneath that before I poured it, or I wanted to pour it. I added some more coffee grounds and dirt here, like somebody's getting ready for like a campsite or something. They did a lot of work to prepare the land for that. Or maybe I'll just stick some trees in there or something and put some deer or something like that. Some wildlife rather. But I'm thinking probably where this line is, where that screw is, there's a line where I drew across the plywood so I knew where the stud was underneath the screw to. I'm thinking about going up to that line with dirt and fill in that space as well as, of course, this space over the top of the track and in between that track and the new track. However, getting to the new track, you may notice that the box looking rock that's still partially existing, right? I can get my finger won't get in the camera. See if I can put my light down and point so you know what I'm talking about. Right there, part of it's still there. The rest of it is all cut out and going. So I could put this in, which I actually chopped out with a coping saw and a Dremel to make that piece of foam a tunnel entrance. It used to be just a small, look like a little mouse hole or a little cave hole. And in order to get those cars to go under it, I used 2 scrap pieces of 1-inch foam to jack it up to the height that I want it. And now the cars go through there just fine. There's 6 of these ore cars that I got from a train show last year somewhere. The guy had painted them because he didn't like the road name, or he was going to re-letter and number them. But I'm thinking about just putting some coal dust and different stuff on them. And not sure what name I would actually put on them. but I'm sure I'll think of something. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. As you can see, there's a lot of hot glue. And over here to seal up the hole, all that will be covered with ground cover as well. Probably as well as these sidings. And the back of this coal mine track comes out in the back of the mountain back here in my piled up control area. And this board here is going to be a control panel for lights or switches, switch controls, whatever I need it for. I might consider putting another one back, but down below this one, more in the back, or I might just leave it open and use it. Might put some kind of covering on the cardboard so you don't see all that, and I might just put extra stuff like tools and stuff when I need them, or whatever other ideas I can come up with. And there is this side of the crossing. As you can see, there's that manual switch that goes into what is now Yortrax. You'll have the first switch going into a second switch to a third switch and a fourth switch, and you'll have these two short sidings. You'll have this siding and the next siding, which will be like a secondary track or whatever they need it for. And this long first track where the Tropicana cars are sitting, that's probably where they will go. And back here between the track and the wall will be a wider piece of foam for a dock, and I'll make sure I paint it like a payment or grayish color, like concrete, so it kind of gives it that look. And up on top of the dock in the back, I'm thinking about scratch building some kind of cardboard, thin cardboard, box type cardboard building. Just enough for a background building. I'm not worried what it really looks like, because once the plywood goes on back on here, all of this won't be seen unless you duck down underneath like this on the second level to see everything. However, as we go back out through that tunnel opening, you'll see it goes across the crossing. You can go over across that switch. Switch comes straight across the other switch that you won't be able to see. It's right there. And you'll come behind the wall in the tunnel. And as you can see in the mirror, and here it comes around to this switch. As it goes curve, you'll come around into the yard lead track, and if you go straight, you'll go back here and go around where we started from. If you come straight off of this switch, come out extension of 8 inches wide, it'll go back in here and it'll switch or what I'm hoping to be scenery and locations. And of course there's a number or another crossing, which it'll come around off the bridges, and when it goes back around, it'll go across that crossing and come around to go 2 different other directions by another switch. But coming off the curve of this switch, you'll come around to this switch to go straight, or you can come in and push cars into this little mini yard, go on that track to a bumper, go to this track to a bumper, or come on this first one right here where the ore cars are setting and go into the mountain mine tunnel. And I think it looks pretty good, guys. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe, ding the bell for future notifications for new videos. Thumbs up. And I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Hot Rod Rodney 25 out.